Rob Stone, 2 damn phones, Babylons can't crack the code.
Hi, welcome back. If you watched the last video, you know we hit a pretty big milestone. We had the first turnover of the car. It did start, ran a little bit funky. It's probably my fault. I left the old oil in there, but I wanted to treat the oil with some seafoam so it would break up any debris that was left in the engine. I've done that. I've let the engine idle for quite some time. So today I'm going to do a quick oil change, and then I'll put some new oil in there and just turn it over, see if it sounds any better. If not, you know, I'm not worried about it. I'm going to tear the engine apart anyways, but I just wanted to see if all the noise I was hearing yesterday was because of the oil. Also, I ran into a couple problems. The brake lights, they stay on with the battery connected. I did a quick search online and found out that there's a push pin that the sensor touches under the brake pedal. Those typically break, they are plastic. I've got a quick fix for that. I'm just going to use a bolt in there with the nut, and that'll depress on the pin. So I'll show you that, let you see what's going on down there. Then also the clutch pedal is going down to the floor. There's no fluid leaking from anywhere, so I'm not sure what's wrong. I suspect it to be a master cylinder, so I got a new master cylinder, pretty cheap, just Duralast lifetime warranty. So I went ahead and got that, and just in case, I got the new slave cylinder. This was only like 12 or 13 bucks, so I thought it was a good investment to go ahead and get both while I was at the store. Apparently, unboxing videos or something on YouTube, so I'll take you along with me. I waited to open this box up for you. Some parts came in today, and I'm pretty excited to see what they look like. Can anybody guess what that is? Oh man, that's right. They're blacked out headlights, and I think these look awesome. I'm pretty excited to put these on the car. I think it'll add a nice touch. They are the single piece headlights, so the amber light will be here, but it's clear in the background. So I'm excited about that. I think these will look great on the car once it's all put together. That's what I got today, and this is because I'll be moving and I'm gonna have to drive this car, so I need headlights to do that. There are more parts to come. These are just the first that I got that are my modifications to the car. As excited as you are, I'm just as excited to see if the car ran. I'm not going to do too much today. Like I said, I'm just going to do the oil change. I'm not going to install the clutch slave cylinder or the clutch master cylinder, and that's because I spent all day yesterday battling with the transmission, trying to record for you, lost some footage, SD card filled up. I'm sorry about that, but I want to spend some time with my girlfriend, so I'm just going to do the oil change, turn the car over, see if it runs any better, and then that'll be all for tonight. So let's get to it. Not a lot of people get to see me on my back. Hopefully everybody knows how to do an oil change. It's one bolt. I'm not going to change the filter out this time because I'll be draining the oil shortly. I have a new filter, but I just don't want to waste it. So I'm going to go ahead and slide under here. I think it's a 12 or 14 millimeter bolt. So I have both of those sockets with me, and that's all you really need. It's a 14. Well, that's pretty seized on there. I'm going to see if I can get a breaker bar. It took forever to drain that oil. I want to make sure I take a good look at the oil, make sure it's not watery or any chunks of metal in it. Typically it comes out thick at the end and just kind of drips, but this kind of drizzled out, so I'm a little concerned about the state of the oil once I ran the engine. I'm not too concerned about it, but I want to make sure I take a good look at it, make sure that there's no water in there, contamination. Don't want to run this engine if there's a blown head gasket. Looking in this oil, I'm just seeing if it seems shiny or it does seem a little watery. Oil tends to break down over time, which is expected. So I'm not real sure, it just seems a little thin. So I hope that that's all it is, and that when I put some new oil in the engine, it doesn't make any noise. So it doesn't look like there's metal or big chunks of anything in here. Ignore my oil filters here. I've yet to throw these out. These are from my motorcycle. But I think that's okay. So not seeing anything here that surprises me or makes me scared. I'm happy with that. I'll go ahead and start the next oil, or start pouring oil in the engine. So this engine takes 10W30. I'll use high mileage engine oil in all of my vehicles. It has some cleaning agents in here, and I just like Pennzoil. Like I said, I used to work at Pennzoil, so I know a little bit about oil. I'm not saying I'm an oil expert or anything, but I really like this oil. And this engine takes about 3.5 to 4 quarts. I have just under 3.5 quarts in here, so I'm going to empty this whole jug in. Whoa. I will need about another 1/2 quart, or since I spilled some, probably another 3/4 quart. And I keep all these so I can use it for all my used oil. If you do your own oil changes, you know the hassle of trying to recycle oil. There's no point to not have a container for it, because you just went and bought oil and you put it in the engine. So here's your container. Take it back to your local auto parts store, and most of them will either recycle it for you or point you in the right direction. So let's start her up and see if she purrs. That's not a purr. WD-40 definitely needed. Let her run for a second, and then I'll let it cool off and check the dipstick, and if I need to add more oil, I will. She doesn't sound bad, but definitely doesn't sound as good as I would like. I'm not sure if the noise I'm hearing is a belt. These belts are, dry rotted. They'll all be replaced, but I won't be able to tell if that kills the sound until after I put the engine back together. I don't know. It might be something in the head. I think that the head was pretty dirty and pretty seized. We might have some seized parts in there. We're good on oil level, and it's nice and clean. That'll do it. Maybe I will clean these doors up also. You can see that it looks like there's some moisture that has gotten in here. I have some Armor All pads I think would take care of that, at least for the time being, just because I don't like the way that looks. So I'll try to clean that up and see what happens. These are the Armor All wipes I'll be using. Typically I use these to clean my hands off. I know it sounds weird, but I use them to clean my hands off, and then they come in handy whenever I need to wipe something down in the car. So I'll just use these to wipe the doors down. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. That was pretty dirty. I'll let you be the judge of how well these wipes work. You saw it, what it looked like before. Then after just a quick wipe down, I think it looks really good. So it didn't take much to clean those up. But anyways, that was just something that I was gonna do in the time being. Eventually I'll clean out the dash too, but I think I might wait until I get the seats out. So for the seats, there are only 2 bolts. There's a bolt right here. I'm sorry, there are 4 bolts. There's a bolt right here, and then one on the other side, and then there's also the same in the back. So it looks like a 12mm. So I'll go ahead and knock these loose and see if we can get these seats out. Just want to show you how scary it is down in here. Looks like we got infested with something. Not sure what. We'll get that cleaned up, no problem. Actually might just gut this carpet anyways. It's not too big, so to have a gutted interior, well, not a fully gutted, but just have the carpet gone, I don't think would be a big issue.
You shooting a movie out here? What are you doing?
Yeah, so my buddy, did you ever meet Nick?
Yeah.
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 So this was his car, and I had been bugging him about it for years to let him get it, and he's moving, or he did move because of the military.
Yeah.
So he finally let me have it, and I'm restoring it. So I told him I would
Record it,
and I'm putting it up on YouTube so that he can see the process and everything of what I'm doing to it.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I didn't get much done tonight. My buddy came over. I did get the seats out, and then also got them vacuumed. I got the driver's side vacuumed as well. It's still not perfect. After vacuuming the seats, I think that I could probably get these. Get these cleaned up. A little bit of elbow grease and scrubbing with a brush, I think, would clean these carpets up pretty nicely. So the tequila came out tonight, so I didn't get as much done as I wanted to. Like I said, my friend came over, but I think what I'm gonna do is just wipe down the interior. You saw that I got the door cleaned off. It looks a lot better, minus this little ripple here from the moisture. I'll take that off later on and see what it looks like on the inside. But I think for tonight, the goal is going to be getting the dash cleaned up, and then also I'll get this back area cleaned up as well. So I'll show you the progress on that. I'm just gonna wipe it down with the Armor All sheets like I had, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's done. Like I said, my friend came over and I didn't have a lot of time tonight. All I got done was cleaning out the inside of the car. Also cleaned the roofing out. It was just as bad as the dash was. You can see it doesn't look as bad now. It's not perfect, but this will do for now. And I'm at least comfortable sitting in the car without worrying about what I'm breathing in. So I'm happy with it. So that's going to do it for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and hit some sleep. I got to work early in the morning. And then tomorrow I'll come back and I'll get that slave cylinder in and master clutch cylinder. So for tonight, this will be it. And then I'll see you tomorrow. One last thing. This is all the change that I found in the car. So technically, you could say that I've made money by taking this build because all this change is in the car. I'll throw this in some Dawn overnight and clean it up and add it to my change jar, take it to Coinstar. It's murder.
Rob Stone, 2 damn phones, Babylons can't crack the code.